All right, hello, I'm back again. We're going to build the next deep torso muscle, which is going to be the rhomboid minor. If you turn in your books to page 400, 401, you can see on the page 400 that the rhomboid minor is a muscle that attaches the scapula to the spine. You can see that it's a deep muscle on the posterior side of the body. And then I also want you to pull up the atlas PDF that you have shared with you of the rhomboid major. You can see the top view of the muscle. And then I really like how it shows the origin and the insertion of the muscle. But first of all, the action of the rhomboid major, what's its purpose? Or the rhomboid minor, I'm sorry. It elevates and retracts or adducts the scapula. Elevates and rotates the scapula. Retracts. Okay, so inferiorly rotates the scapula. That's what the action of the pectoralis, the rhomboid minor. The origin, you want to grab your pencil here, the origin is the spinous process of the C1 and the T1 vertebrae. So you want to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's the first or the last cervical vertebrae. And you want to put a mark on it. And then put a mark on the first spinous process of the thoracic vertebrae. And like I said, on the atlas, there's a good picture of those two origins right there. It inserts on the medial border of the scapula superior to the spine. So here is the dorsal side of the scapula. You can see it on my model as well. Let me move it over here. The dorsal side. Here's our spine. So we're talking this area just right above the spine is where it inserts. To make this muscle, you are going to make a tube of clay. So that's where you take it and you make that long worm. Okay, and mine is about 2 squares, 2 little squares thick or in diameter. Okay, and then you're going to take your roller and you're going to flatten it out. Okay, so you can see I have flattened it. And then what you just need to do, notice the shape that this muscle makes. If you scroll down and look on the atlas, you can see we're going to have to cut it at an angle to fit to the scapula and to the spinous process. So I would I'm just going to line it up here. And I'm going to cut appropriately until it fits the way I need it to fit. Oop. Okay, so there's that one, and mine maybe is a little bit wide. So you can cut it smaller. I want it about there. I want it even smaller. I'm just going to press it down. Oh, I'm frozen, aren't I? Sorry. Doing the best I can for you here. I'm pushing the clay into the bone. I'll show you here. The rhomboid minor. And you can take your pokey and add in the striations. Okay. There is a deep muscle of the torso called the rhomboid minor. Its action is to elevate and retract or adduct the scapula inferiorly rotates downward the scapula. So that is the end of that one.